and then click it in. The roof is on.
I think these ones actually
are perfect. To put the fan up in this top corner. It looks so good in here. I'm so excited. Hello and welcome to today's video. If you are new to this channel, hi, my name is Rachel and I run my own small business here in Auckland, New Zealand called Growing Green. Make sure to check us out at www.growinggreen.nz, and this is our YouTube channel where we make videos all about houseplants, houseplant related supplies and behind the scenes of our small business. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, we would love if you consider subscribing. So today's video is going to be all about how I built my brand new grow tent as you see behind me. So if you want to see how this all came about and the end result, make sure to watch all the way to the end of the video. Let's jump in and get started. Fatty. Alright, starting back at the beginning. This is the tent that I'm going to be using. It is the Jungle Room 120 by 120 by 2. Yes, correct. I had to read the box for a second. Let's dig in. It's been here for like 5 days now and I cannot wait to get into it. Puppy inspection! Oh, ladies! Now, I'm going to do this very carefully because I do not want to cut the actual tent part. Alright. Oh look, actually this isn't even part of the thing. They just put it on top so that you don't cut the actual tent. Oh wow, smart. Oh, that's handy. So this is obviously the tent part of the tent. In here we have all of the holes and the connectors and some instructions. The magical box will now disappear. Ah, no hand. So this can't be too hard to put together. Oh! Okay, get started. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So these must be the corners. So this is what the instructions look like, and it has number 3, number 2, and number 1 up there, and of course the joiners. And if we come down and look at the parts, they are actually all numbered, which is going to make this really quick to set up. So we're going to start with the number 3s, which is the bottom, build the base, then build the sides, and then build the top, and then put the tent over the top. Let's see, these actually are like using a really good connecting system, kind of like if you've ever built a gazebo. I'll show you what I mean. So see that there? They have little holes in there, and then all you're going to do is click. Is there like an upside and a downside?
Yes, there's a foot.
I couldn't figure that out. Really do
you want my help or not?
I'll let you do it by yourself, he says. Then I just need another one of these. Oh, so easy. See these little feet here? This is the bottom, so you just put that like that, and then click it in. I think this is the smaller tent, by the way. I don't think this is the bigger one.
That's 120.
Is it?
Yes. Puppy inspection.
Alright, so number 2s go on next, and then number 1 on top of that. They're both the same on each end, so I'm guessing it's just whatever way up. Do you agree, cameraman?
Yes.
Which way does it go though? Because there's a hole that side and a hole that side.
Either.
Does it not matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Now we need number 1s to go on top. Oh, it's tall though, gee. Cool, alright. So, now we just need to repeat what happened on the bottom, put the corners on, and then put number 3s on the top, and it's done. Alright, final step is to put the 3s on the top to make it a complete structure. Yes! Complete. But we decided to have the door of the tent on this side because it's also good for filming because there's a window right here and there's also that door there, so if you open it, it's going to block the entrance. So yeah, the opening is going to be on this side. Alright, now that that is up, we are going to get into the actual tent part and the base. Hello. Jungle. So it says step number 1, open all of the doors. Can you unzip it?
Yes.
At the bottom, I'm guessing. Haha! The roof is on! So we unzipped everything. Now we're pulling the bottom under it so the frame sits inside the tent. Ta-da! The base is in.
Super.
Cool. Now I think this is also the point where we put the flooring.
Oh, floor, yeah.
Now that it's up, it looks way bigger.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to put the sides up and zip it up.
Yoo-hoo!
Ta-da!
It was literally 10 minutes though. What a good
Hello!
Oh, that's cool.
I'll have a Big Mac, large fries with a frozen Coke. Wow! Wow! Now that that's done and it's up, we're going to push it back into place, and then we're going to do shelves, we're going to do lighting, we're going to do fans. Heating? I don't honestly think it's going to need heating.
Oh no.
But we'll put a thermometer in it anyway and check it, you know, over the next couple of days and see how it goes. Alright, so we're going to show you a few features of this as well. Down at the bottom there are actually ventilation holes. So that is actually mesh, and I can immediately feel the air coming through that.
I actually do, yeah.
Even though there's no airflow in this room at all, apart from one little window, which is really cool. And you can just shove it back on again. Zip. This here is actually an access door. I don't know, I mean, you can kind of use that, but we won't be using it, so we just left it all zipped up. There are obviously some places here for ventilation, but I also won't be using those because we're not growing, you know. And of course there is another ventilation spot at the back there. And then at the front here and on the side they have two more little ventilation thingies here. I think these are actually, what do they call them, like electronics holes? What do you call it? Access for electronics, so you can plug stuff in. Alright, so now we're going to put the top bars in. It is so much easier now that the whole tent is up.
Yeah, so these ones are as last and others first.
Yeah, do them afterwards. Okay, now that the tent is up, we're going to move on to accessories such as lighting, fans, shelving, etc. before we put any plants in. So, the lights that we have chosen to go with for this grow tent are the Hortitek Grow Saver Ultra LEDs. So the Hortitek Grow Saver LEDs are called Ultras because they are dimmable, you can change the color temperature, and they come with a remote control. Now this is pretty extreme, we're going up pretty hardcore in our tent. You can just use any Sansi grow lights that you may have hanging around, but we decided to go with these because they have better light coverage, obviously because they're longer, so they cover the whole tent. And these ones are 90 centimeters long, so they will cover obviously most of the grow tent. We have two of these for this grow tent. They also come in the shorter, what is it, 60?
90?
What?
Oh, 60, sorry.
I was like, I'm holding the 90. This
60.
is the 60 centimeter one. This is the 90 centimeter one. Do they come in any other sizes?
Yes, 150.
150?
And that's it, I think.
And that's it, we think. We're still learning about these ourselves, so.
Yeah, 90, 120,
Yeah.
and 150.
So there are a lot of options that you can get, but we're obviously going with the longer ones because our tent is 120, so the 90 meter ones are pretty much perfect. So yeah, let's open it up.
90 centimeters.
Huh?
It's just 90 meters.
Oh, it's not 90 meters, it's 90 centimeters. And I will link it all in the description box down below.
You can daisy chain them.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that you can indeed daisy chain them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually have 12 adjustable color temperature settings, not just 3 like warm white, cool white, and daylight, but actually 12.
We're gonna open up. This is the 90 centimeter one. Let's have a look. Okay, oh, it does look decent. So first off, we have what are these called? Not clips, brackets. That's the one. And then we have, what's that? That's the remote, I think. I can't reach it. Ta-da! That is a remote. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, let's slide this out and not drop it on the floor.
Wow, this is some beautiful stuff.
Okay, let's not drop the actual light on camera. Ready? Lightsaber. I had to do that. Ta-da! These are nice. We're gonna now hang them up. This is how you daisy chain them. Obviously you just connect them together. See, that side has one plug and that side has the other plug. And it also has a little plastic protector on there that you just peel off. But I'm gonna do that once it's hung up. Let's set it up. Right, so this is what the bracket looks like. What you do is you just slide it on.
Push it a little bit here so it doesn't scratch as much. But it will always scratch a little bit.
So I was just talking about how it would be really nice if these doors had like a little tie to hold them open. I mean, I know the point is not to keep it open, but we actually just found that if you look up the top here, it actually does have Velcro, so you can leave the door open like this. It's just so much easier while we're working in it. All right, so we actually changed our minds. We are going to be using cable ties to hook them up, and we'll show you how.
Just
so if he
for
pops
this.
them on again. For now, I mean, we might find a better solution. We probably will, but we have like these little S hooks, and then we're just gonna hang them from the bars like that, exactly like that one there. So he's just threading the S hooks through the cable tie, and then hanging it up like that. Huh? Pardon?
Why do you have 3 hooks?
Pardon?
I only need 2.
Now this is a bit of a DIY job, but it will do for now. Make sure to go follow me on my Instagram page, which is linked down below, for any future upgrades to the tent and updates as well. The good thing about this is when I walk in, I still have absolutely no risk of hitting my head, and my husband is 1.80 m, and he still doesn't hit his head, so.
It's great.
Yeah, I can't wait to turn this on. So, change of mind, we're actually going to daisy chain them together, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and we're also going to show you how it works, because we're figuring this out for ourselves as well. We want to see if they all turn on and off at the same time, which I think is the whole point of daisy chaining them. Whether you can change the color temperature, and all that kind of stuff at the same time. So, let me show you how to connect them. You're going to connect the two together, like that. And it kind of works like a hose. When you're plugging a hose into the tap, it just automatically clicks into place. Now we are going to sync the lights. So they are daisy chained, but you've got to actually sync them via the remote to make them work together. So hubby is on the switch. What you have to do is, within 5 seconds of turning them on, press that middle button there, the Wi-Fi button as such, 3 times. So let's give it a go.
Ready?
Yeah. Haha, did you see that flashing? That means they're synced. So now they both work off the same remote. So if I press this button here, which is the warmer color, they change. Now we'll go back to cool. Now it's going back to mid. And now it's in night mode. And you can also change them here. So this you can completely adjust it kind of like setting by setting to warm. And you can adjust it that way, setting by setting to cool. And then obviously the dimness and the brightness. These look so good. And as you can see, they light up the tent so well. So for a quick light comparison, the current light that we have on here is actually the Sansi 60 watt. Again, I'll link all of these lights in the description box down below so you can pick them up if you want to. But the Grow Savers, Saber.
Like lightsaber, like Star Trek, like.
The Grow Sabers are 30 watt each, and you have 2 of them, so that's 60 watts in here. So it's pretty much comparable. So we're going to do a little bit of a switch at the same time, so you can see obviously how the lighting looks. We've sort of already done it, but we're going to show you. And the long bars give you more of an even coverage, whereas this one is a little bit more concentrated in the middle, but obviously you can swing the arms up and down to, you know, put the light wherever you want. But yeah, let's just do a quick comparison. Ready? So this is the Sansi 60 watt. I'm going to swap it to the Grow Savers. Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. So as you can see, there's not much difference. 3, 2, 1. The light from this one is more concentrated. 3, 2, 1. Oh, close enough. And this one is a more even light, but it's a little bit hard to tell on camera, but it's pretty much exactly the same. So it just depends on whether you want to use a light you already have, or you want to obviously have more even light, which is what I want because we're going to have shelves. That is so cool. Okay, so that is the light set up for the tent. Let's move on to possibly shelving. And we actually already had some shelves. We actually already have some shelves that were in our outside shed that we're not using. So I'm hoping to use those first before buying anything else, because obviously, you know, it's the best thing to do.
Yes, they're metal, but they're galvanized, so they won't rust.
There you go.
They've been outside for
a long time.
Months.
Alright, so we're going to put them in and see how they fit. Oh, not too shabby.
I think these ones actually
are perfect. We actually have another one over here. Should we clear that off?
Yeah.
We don't really use it, so. So I like how this shelf has a lot of space up here as well, so we can put some really taller plants at the top. And obviously this is plenty of room for like your average size anthurium and stuff like that. And of course other plants, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna slide this one in behind. Perfect. Wow.
You can do the other one.
So the next thing we have to think about in the grow tent is a fan. Now I'm going to be using this Hydro Axis fan. It is a oscillating clip fan, which means obviously the base of it is a clip, so you can clip it onto anything. You can choose the speed, it's energy efficient, all of that good stuff. Ladies, what are we doing? What are we doing? Is it interesting? What's gonna happen in here? You wanna have a look? Have you gotten longer yet? This is my girl Nelly. And this is Molly. Oops. Okay, it comes in pieces. So as you can see, it's a pretty decent size, which is nice because you need it for a decently sized grow tent. And then obviously this is just a clip-on part. Look how big that is. Let's test it out. Oh yeah. It feels good. So we have decided to put the fan up in this top corner here. So when it is on, it is facing that way and it's kind of like bouncing off the walls, creating an airflow. I'm gonna show you how it works. So obviously you just turn it on the back here. It has a couple of speed variations. If you turn it on one click, it starts up. It can also oscillate if you want it to. We're gonna just leave it as is, like that, and it has a higher speed too. And as you can see, I've put a plant in here to test it. It's moving, so there is a good airflow going on here. Open her up. Let's have a look through the window. Peekaboo! Wow. This is gonna be too much fun. How exciting is this? Now all I have to do is fill it up with plants. Actually, I wanna find trays first, because I'm gonna put all of my plants in trays rather than like pots like this, so they don't like drip and dribble all over the floor. If that makes any sense. So we've already made another upgrade. We have moved the light from inside on this bar to this side of the grow tent, so it's hanging right on this first beam, because we looked at the bottom shelves down there and they were a little bit shadowy, so you can sort of see that shadow line there. But as soon as we moved it up here, right on the top of the grow tent, it actually lit this up, obviously because it's a bit of reflection, so it looks way better and there's so much more light coming to these bottom shelves. Something completely random too, I took it out to have a look at how it was doing, and look at that root. Alright, so that is it for the first day of setup. All I need to do now is go out and find some kind of trays for the shelves and have a little bit of a think of how I'm going to be putting the plants in and what plants I'm going to be putting in there. So I'll be back with you in like 1 second in a couple of days. Okay, it has been about 2 or so weeks since that last clip was filmed and the final pieces of the puzzle have come together. I did have to get something from overseas, which I will show you. So now that has arrived, we are going to finish off the grow tent today and I'm so excited to get some plants in. So let's start with the first part we're going to be doing. So first of all, we are going to add a floor to the grow tent, and the reason for this is because it's actually quite slippery in there. So if I like step in, the floor that's on top of the actual floor like rubs against the bottom floor and it's very slippery and it's not very safe, and it also means that if any water or anything dribbles down below, it doesn't wreck it completely or my floor underneath it. So we are going to be putting in these foam mats. So these ones were just from Bunnings. I think they were less than 30 bucks, which is really, really cheap. I'll put the link in the description box down below for everyone in New Zealand, Australia. I don't know whether you can get them there as well. But yeah, these are what we're going to be putting in at the floor, and they just interlock into each other. So it should be a very quick exercise, hopefully. All right. Oops. Good start. I have actually had a plant in here for the last 2 weeks and it has been doing totally fine. It's just a Ace of Spades cross that is propagating in water and it seems to be happy, so good start. And I've also had some Anthurium crystallinum berries growing in here as well. And they're doing very well. I see like a little leaf coming even. Hopefully I can show you that. There you go. Hopefully you can see that one right in the middle a little bit better. There's one on the right as well. This one's getting a root. They're all getting little roots. I really hope that this comes out good on camera. But I am making an entire video on them, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see that. Alright, hopefully you're not going to see too much of my butt in these shots. But they should just fit. That's the plan anyway. Oh yeah. 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 Perfectly. Yay! That way. close. It might need a little bit of adjusting. I think these need to be cut off, but other than that, should be good. I know that's not gonna fit, so I'll take that out. It actually sits very nicely without the little extra bits all along the sides, so we're gonna leave it at that. So I'm just gonna put the shelves back in, and then we can do plants. I'm so excited. So the final thing that I was waiting for to come in over the last 2 weeks were these trays. And now these were from AliExpress. Again, I'll leave the link down below if you want to pick them up. We have been looking for these trays for so long. There has been nothing here that has really been super suitable for these shelves. We are going to keep looking, however, because these are also not 100%, but they were the cheapest thing that we could find, and they were the best thing that would suit the setup so I could get everything going. So I'm going to take all the stickers off of them because I tried to take one off yesterday and there are those stickers that really do not come off. So I'm going to take all of them off. I have got like 20 of them to do. So I'm going to do those, put the trays in, and then we can move in the plants. I'm so excited. What about the back stickers? Oh yeah. See how it like rips when it comes off? I hate that. So I'm going to be spending a little bit of time doing that. I'll be back real soon. Okay, so all there is left to do now is to put plants in it. So I've decided that I'm going to be making it my Anthurium grow tent, and I'm going to be putting all of my Anthurium in it. I've been looking at different pictures and videos of like grow tents from all these amazing overseas creators. My Anthurium are probably some of the rarest plants in my collection, the most expensive, the ones that are worth the most valuable, however you want to put it. And like I've said in previous videos, I am going away on a 3-week holiday in just under 6 weeks now. So I am going to be putting all of those in there, seeing how they go for the next 5 or so weeks. And if they're doing completely fine, I'm going to leave them in there while we go overseas, so they kind of like self-regulate themselves, because in here it's going to be a little bit less regulated than it is in the grow tent. There's still like heaters and fans and stuff in here, but it will be a little bit more varied compared to the grow tent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a plastic tub, fill it up with plants, and then go put it in the grow tent, and then we're done. I'm so excited. Let's do it. Well, all of the plants are in, and it actually looks way more full than I thought it was going to be. Taking things out of a big greenhouse and putting them in a smaller space, it does make it look more compact. However, as you can obviously see, I do still have a bit more space, and behind some of these is empty as well. So as I go, I will shuffle the plants around. I'm so excited to see how they do in here. Now that everything is in and up and running, I'm going to be giving you guys obviously updates as we go. I might make a couple of like equipment changes, I might make some plant changes and stuff like that. So if you do want to see all of the updates that I'm going to be doing on this grow tent, make sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you get notified when we upload. It looks so good in here. I'm so excited to see the difference that all of this equipment makes. I'm sure it's going to be amazing, and hopefully in no time this place will be bursting out of the seams with more plants. Yeah, I'm just so excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below, and like I said, subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure to follow us on our Facebook and Instagram pages as well down below for more frequent updates on the grow tent. If you have any questions at all, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below and we'll do our best to answer them for you. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!